Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name's Alexa. Now you might be wondering, if you are new, if I always look like this. I know that I look like caca. Yes, I did say it like that. I completely regret it, but it's fine, because I'm just in a hoodie, no makeup, because I usually do put makeup for my videos, and then my hair just messily put in my claw clip, and I look really tired because I have eye bags. It's because Taylor's Eras tour started last night and is now Saturday morning, and it was in Arizona, which is in the Pacific time zone, which is minus 3 hours from where I am right now, so 3 hours earlier, and it started at 8 over there, and it didn't end until like 11:15. It was 3 hours long, and I was really shocked. That means I went to bed at 2 a.m. because I was watching it, of course, on a live stream that I found, switching from live stream to live stream. But yeah, I stayed up until like 2:30 a.m. and I usually go to bed at like 11, so it was very much late for me, and I only woke up at like 9:30 this morning, which is around my usual wake up time, so I got a lot less sleep. But yeah, that's not the video today. I'm not talking about, it's not gonna be like a review of the Eras tour because it's perfect. But no, it actually is gonna kind of be a review of the Kindle. So basically I've had my Kindle for over a year now, a bit over a year, like a year and like 20 days or something, and I've just had Kindle Unlimited for a year and 2 months. So I'm just gonna be talking about what I like, what I dislike about that, and if I recommend it. So yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so the first portion of the video is gonna be the Kindle Kindle and Kindle Unlimited. If I like it, like what I like, what I dislike, if you should get it, the pros and cons, my experience with it, and then the second part will be Kindle Unlimited book recommendation section, which is gonna, I have to shorten the list because or else it's gonna be like 2 hours this video, and I feel like, you know, a 2-hour video would be a bit long. But yeah, basically, this is the one I have. I think this the Kindle Paperwhite. I think it's the most recent. I just have this like little case that kind of does this, and has like, I put Taylor Swift stickers on it. What I've seen other people do, and at one point I might switch, is I've seen that they have like a clear case on the back and like a pop socket, which I feel like that would definitely be useful, especially like since the little thing is peeling off here. But anyways, yeah, I have the Canadian version. So the Canadian version doesn't come with ads like the American one does. I know that for the American you can either pay, or I've heard that if you call Amazon, they will remove your ads for free, so that's good. Yeah, so basically I find that the charge time for me is the battery life for me is amazing. I read about 200 pages per hour, kind of, and a lot of books are, the books that I read on it are range between like 250, 300 to like, I've read some 800-page books on this. I've noticed that it, like, let's just say like the average 400, like between 350 and 500-page books, I get about 7 to 10 books until it gets like to 20%, 10%, and I have to charge it. What's really useful, honestly, I charge it sometimes with my MacBook charger. I have like the MacBook, I think they have the 2020 versions. Yeah, like the USB-C cord kind of. I don't know if you can see well, but it also comes with the charger. But yeah, I really enjoy it. With the Kindle itself, I've never really had any issues. I actually would recommend sometimes waiting, because it often, like, usually it's $150 Canadian. I was able to get it for like $120 with taxes. So I got a really good deal, and I think it often goes on sale, so just wait until it goes on sale, I would recommend. But yeah, the Kindle itself I would definitely recommend. Like, though, if you do want to get it and want to get Kindle Unlimited, well, I'll talk about Kindle Unlimited more in the Kindle Unlimited portion of the review. If you do plan on getting it to save money and buy less books. If you have trouble not buying a book that you absolutely loved, I would still I will mind myself to I don't know if that's how you say it, but like that it won't necessarily help you save money. For me, what I've realized, well, I mean, I read more when I read on my Kindle, but what I've realized is I don't necessarily buy them, like, it definitely delays the purchase, but like sometimes I'm like, I read a book and especially if you love physical books, like if I read a book, like, I don't know, the Twisted series or something, like a series, and I absolutely loved it, I'm gonna need to own it like in paperback. So that's definitely one thing that I don't, like, I feel like is kind of a lot, like I've heard a lot of people saying like, oh, I bought it to spend less money, and then I end up buying more books than I usually do. So like there's that. But there's definitely like now I'm just gonna start into the Kindle Unlimited because I think I've done it, like I've finished my kind of like review on this. Though if you're in Canada and you have Libby and you want your Libby books on your Kindle, you can't. Well, most books you can't. Like the only books that you can have on your Kindle is like children's books, I think. But I think they're trying to bring it to Canada or like international, but so yeah. But now, yeah, for the Kindle Unlimited, I've had Kindle Unlimited since January of 2022, and I love it. I love it so much. One thing I've noticed a lot of people do is if you haven't ever like gotten Kindle Unlimited and you just want to try it out, often you'll have like, what I got is like a deal where I got the first month for like the first 3 months for $1. Not $1 per month, but like $1 for the entire first 3 months. So I was like gonna use it as a trial period, and originally I was gonna stop having it because I was just reading it on my phone. Because yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually only have, you could just take the Kindle Unlimited subscription, which in Canada is $11 per month, and just have that and not have a Kindle and read all the Kindle Unlimited books on your phone if you don't want to invest in a Kindle. That's another thing. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you can often get deals. Like I've heard some people say like that they cancel their subscription. Sometimes they'll be like, are you sure? Because we could give you this deal. But I don't mess with that because I don't know, I love it too much to pretend cancel my my subscription. But yeah, there's one thing, so, like I'm just gonna answer some questions people ask me because I often talk about Kindle Unlimited with my friends. A lot of people have asked me if I ever run out of books, but no, I've had this for a year. I think I've read at least like 40 books. No, I've had Kindle Unlimited for a year and 3 months or 2 months, and I've read at least 40 books on it, and I literally still have a TBR of like over 100, 200 books. There's so many like book talk books, I guess, like if you're in the romance section, like the dark romance, like all the Lauren Asher books, Anna Huang books, Ella May's books, a lot of books are on here. So that's like, you never run out of books. Like I know that I will, like, even if I, like in my lifetime, I will not have enough time to read all the books that I want to on my Kindle Unlimited subscription. But yeah, one issue that I've had once, like I had one problem with it at one point, but it was like a glitch in the system. It was in December at one point. It was like I think it was only that for like 2 days. No, not even. It was like 20 hours. There was this glitch where I couldn't borrow a Kindle Unlimited book. It would only give me like the paying option, but Amazon customer service was just like, oh yeah, this is an ongoing problem we've had with a few people, and like we're trying to solve it as soon as possible. And I thought it was gonna be like a week, but no, within 5 hours of me like telling them, hey, by the way, no, not even, within 3 hours of me saying, hey, by the way, I'm having this problem, like it was solved immediately. And I saw on Twitter that a few people were having that same problem and it was solved for them as well. But other than that, in the past year and 3 months, I have not had an issue with that. One thing, you can only borrow 10 books at a time on Kindle Unlimited, but another good thing, well, one thing that's good and bad is sometimes some books will go like temporarily on Kindle Unlimited for a month. Like in August and September, Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter was on there, but it's not there anymore, but it was on there like just for 2 months and I read it. So like you can just make sure that you like look on the Amazon websites what are like the new releases and all that. But yeah, I would definitely recommend you get Kindle Unlimited, because, well, at least if you read a lot, like if you don't hate ebooks and you like would read a lot of ebooks, I definitely recommend it. So now let's get on to the recommendations portion of the video. Also, I'm so sorry for how all over the place this book is. Basically, I forgot to plan exactly my review. Well, it's kind of a review, kind of more of a me talking about how, like, what I've noticed with my Kindle. So yeah, it's kind of just all over the place, but I mean, that's basically my videos, all over the place. Alright, so now on to the recommendations. Why am I doing that even though it's the same video? So the first recommendation for me, I'm just gonna like stay on this side so I can put, like, because it's a lot of like series, I'm just gonna put a bunch of them there. The first recommendation for me is the Stay With Me trilogy by Nicole Fiorina. Definitely don't read it if you're not into like the darker romance vibe. Well, kind of dark romance. The first one isn't really dark romance, but then second one and then definitely the third one is definitely more dark romance. It's a boarding school kind of type romance. I definitely loved it. I cried, I laughed, I had a lot of emotions, and it is like, it will always be with me in my heart. You know, like, you'll be in my heart, like in Tarzan. That is how I feel with that series. After that, we have all the Lauren Asher books. Now, it wouldn't be an Alexa's bookshelf video if I didn't talk about Lauren Asher. I'm gonna put all her books there, but the Billionaires, the Dreamland Billionaire series and the Dirty Air series is on Kindle Unlimited. All of her books are. I love her to death. So yeah, like the fine print, like that series with the fine print, the series with Throttled, all of them are on there. And then we also have, I don't think all Anna Huang books are, but I know for sure that the Twisted series and the Kings of Sin series, is that it? I don't know, the one like King of Pride, King of Wrath, whatever. All of those books are on there. Well, will be like as they're releasing. But it depends where. Not internationally. I know that some, like, all the like US and all the countries in like the British Commonwealth, I don't know why it's like British Commonwealth, because like that doesn't seem like a publishing thing for me, but like, so like Canada, Australia, I think Australia's in the British Commonwealth, I'm not sure. A bunch of those have it on Kindle Unlimited. But like in Canada and the States for sure, and in the UK it is on Kindle Unlimited. All Mariana Zapata books are on Kindle Unlimited, like every single one of her books. And she's the queen of slow burn romance. The Never After series, yeah, with like Hooked as the first one, is on there. I've only read the first one, but I will definitely be continuing it. I love it. That I think is internationally on Kindle Unlimited. Like, for these, just like, I might be wrong for like where you are, but I know definitely like these are the books that I've read on Kindle Unlimited. It might not be on Kindle Unlimited in your area, but at least in Canada it is. The Sinner's Anonymous series, that one I read all of the books that are out right now, and I definitely recommend it if you're more into like mafia romances. It's actually my first mafia series, I think. Yeah. Then we have the Edens, so like Indigo Ridge, Juniper Hill. I've only read those 2 out of the 4 that are out yet, but I'm making my way through it, and it's like a small town romance in Montana with like one of them has like the big family has a ranch and like they own most of the things in that town. Then if you want like another like billionaire romance, Engagement of Convenience, I would recommend Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton, I think. I'll put like the covers right here so you can definitely like see what it looks like and the author. This is basically like a girl who ends up like getting an engagement to her ex's brother for like Engagement of Convenience. Then the To Love, to Hate books by Ellen Mays are on there. So like To Love Jason Thorne, To Hate Adam Connor, I think those are the names. I'm pretty sure those are on there. I love it. It's like, I think one is Fake Dating, one is Enemies to Lovers. Perfect Marriage by, I cannot remember who because I never looked up the name, the author, but it's a thriller. A lot of thriller books are on there. That one is on there. I can't really give much, I think, without spoiling it. Then we have Ghosted by J.M. Dower, which is kind of like a second chance romance, single parent. Like, one of them is famous, a bunch of tropes, basically, a bunch of my favorite tropes. That one is there. I love it. I recommend it to every single person I know. And Marriage for One as well, which is as well by Ella Mays, is on there. This is Marriage of Convenience. I love that book. I read it in one day. It was amazing. The Knockmount series, like Things We Never Got Over and Things We Hide from the Light. And I think the next one is Things We Never Got Back or something. I don't know. Or Things We're Never Getting Back. I think that's the name of the third one that's coming out in September. Which is a small town romance series with a bit of mystery kind of ish. And then the last book that I will recommend, because I didn't want to let myself get carried away, is In a Jam by Kate Canterbury, which is like a small town romance, marriage of convenience thing. But yeah, those were all of my recommendations. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking, commenting another video or other recommendations that you have. Or if you do have Kindle Unlimited, or even if you've made it this far into the video, comment down a little like book emoji. I'll put it on like right here. Which one? I don't know. I've seen a lot of people do that in videos. I was like, ooh, let me try it. Subscribing if you aren't already, if you do want to see more of my content. As well, if you want to see extra content that I don't have on YouTube, go check out my TikTok, my Instagram. I have Spotify playlists for some books in my bio, or like I make a lot of Spotify playlists because why not? There's also my Pinterest, which has like boards for, well, in the book aesthetics board, there's like different boards, like sub boards for like different books. So if you do want to see the aesthetic of a book I've read, if you want to like, if you're like me and that's how you like decide which book you'll read, they're all in my in the link tree in my my description. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you were maybe on the verge of like buying a Kindle, I hope I convinced you to get one. And yeah, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, evening or morning, or whatever time it is you're watching this. So yeah, bye.